there was an original vision. Would you say at any point that you've been here virtually the whole time, has there been a shift in vision, or have we added something that we didn't originally intend?
Well, I'd say the vision shifts only when the feedback we get from our agent shifts or the conditions around the market shift, right? So we start thinking about things like, where's the business going to be in 6 months? Is it going to be in REO? Is it going to be in relocation? If so, do we want to set those things up? And the answer is yes. Do we want to make changes because we're getting feedback, whether it's with respect to a system, our transaction management system, or some other approach? When I first started, we actually did not have a cap. So we put a cap in, pretty early on. We've never raised it. We've never raised a fee at this company. And so the vision remains, but I think what makes it exciting and dynamic and makes it always change is that, every time we add somebody, we got 82,000 people now in the metaverse that come from all over the place. They have different experiences, different needs. And, as Glenn says, it sort of becomes like a metropolis. And how do you meet the needs of your citizens, whatever they may be? Not so you can make money, but so you can provide a really good offering and maybe leverage some of your bulk purchasing power.
You referenced something, and this is a question that I didn't put, so we'll call this a hyphen question or part B. You talked about, we're driven by our agents. Can you briefly talk about our survey program and the way we interact with the company?
Yeah, so we get feedback from agents through a variety of different mechanisms, but the one we look at most is called Net Promoter Surveys, and you've probably all received them. We issue them quarterly on the overall experience, but then we also issue them when somebody onboards. We issue them, when they, basically every stage of their life cycle. You got to have a transaction. How was the broker review? Right? Those surveys should be coming out to each of you. In each of those instances. And they may come with such frequency, particularly if you're a high producer, that you may be like, oh, I'm so tired of these things. But if you open it up, it's one question. And it says, on a scale of 0 to 10, how likely are you to recommend eXp to somebody else in the industry based on your experience, right? So not how much money you made, not, how large your revenue, the overall experience, how has it been? And we've been doing that since 2015, both on the agent side and on the staff side, because you can't have happy agents if you don't have happy staff. And we know that if we can keep those scores up, if we can have people give us 8s, 9s, that the growth will take care of itself, because people will be so delighted with the experience they won't be able to contain themselves in telling others about it. But that's the most formal mechanism, and it's sort of our Bible, if you will.